Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if this is the first time you're taking a class with us today. I'm Jen, also known as Blessed Yoga, and today we're going to be flowing through quite a juicy, intermediate style flow. So I hope you enjoy it. I've really been enjoying teaching this type of flow this week. So when you're ready, hop on your mats and we'll get started. So let's start out today in a nice tall seat, crossing legs over, hands onto the knees, and as always, if this isn't comfortable for you, you can take any kind of sitting or seated position you want to take today. When you're ready, just shutting off the eyes, rolling shoulders down and away from the ears. And just starting to focus on the sitting bones, that space beneath you that's connecting with the earth. And really trying to root down through those sitting bones, almost like you're trying to create an imprint beneath you. And as you root down, just seeing if you can start to rise up nice and tall through the spine, thinking about the lower back, creating a little bit more space between each and every vertebra there. Coming to the middle back, creating space. Upper back between the shoulders a little bit more. And then traveling up the back of the neck, right to the crown of the head, visualizing like someone's almost pulling you by a string from the top of your head. And then starting to turn your attention inwards, noticing how your body feels, where you're holding on to tension that you could release in your practice today. Noticing where's particularly tight, but also noticing where's particularly loose or relaxed. And then I also just want you to observe how you feel mentally as well. What kind of emotions did you bring with you on the mat today? Are they the kinds of emotions or feelings or thoughts that serve you, that make you feel good about yourself? Or maybe are there some thoughts in there that you could ditch today? You could leave here on the mat and live your life a lot happier and a lot more peaceful without those thoughts. Just taking one hand onto the chest, one hand onto the lower belly. And I just want you to start applying a little bit of pressure to that top hand. So you're pressing into the chest, starting to focus on the breath. See if you can inhale, keeping the chest really still and just breathing air into that bottom hand. Feeling the belly rise as you inhale and soften and sink as you exhale. Just starting to find that really soothing breath, trying to keep the chest as still as you can. We tend to live most of our lives breathing in a very small capacity of the lungs, either because we're stressed or just that's because we've kind of trained our body and our minds that way. So just taking time to breathe a little deeper, to breathe into the full capacity of the lungs, can make us feel amazing. And just before we start moving today, I want you to set one word for your practice, one word that you feel like you're in need of, be it love, be it strength, stability, peacefulness, presence, whatever word just springs to mind. Keeping that really clearly in the forefront of your mind as we practice today, and try and implement a little bit more of that one thing. Gently taking the hands back down onto the knees. We'll blink open the eyes, find a soft gaze in front of you. And then just starting to gently pull onto the knees, drawing your shoulders behind you, down your back. And as you exhale, arching, rounding, chin to chest, hanging off the knees. As we inhale, chest comes forwards, roll your shoulders back. And as you exhale, chin to chest, arch and round. Good, one more like that. Inhale to lift. Chest puffs out, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind your back. And as you exhale, arch and round, chin to chest. Coming to a neutral spine. We're going to sweep our arms up overhead. And as you exhale, take your left hand down to the floor, palm flat, slide slightly away from you, and start to reach that right hand, right arm up and over. Maybe dropping that left forearm down, but if you have, making sure your right bum cheek or sitting bone is still rooted down onto the floor. Taking a deep breath in and elongating through the side of the body. Exhale, maybe dipping a little bit deeper. As we inhale, lifting up, right palm down, slide it slightly away from you, reach that left arm up and over. Maybe dropping the forearm down to the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, make sure that left sitting bone is rooted down into the floor beneath you. Maybe starting to rotate the chest a little bit towards the sky. And as we inhale, slowly lifting back up, we're going to roll over onto hands and knees tabletop, making sure those wrists are stacked underneath the shoulders, knees underneath hips. As we inhale, we'll lower our belly, lift our chest for cow. And as you exhale, rounding chin to chest, nice big arch. Maybe taking a few rocks forwards and backwards, just to find that space in the spine that needs the stretch. As you inhale, belly lowers, lift the chest. Think about drawing your wrists to your knees, knees to your wrists. And as you exhale, push it round, arching. Good. One more round in your own time, your own breath. Any wiggles you want to take, you take them. And as you exhale, push and round. Coming to a neutral spine, we're going to extend our left leg back behind us, kick it nice and straight. Keeping your pelvis at neutral, so you don't want to dip down to lift your leg. Arms stay straight. We're just lifting our leg as high as we can lift, getting into the top of the hamstring, bottom of the glute, maybe even a little bit into the top of the glute. As you exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, find the engagement, squeeze up. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, lift. And lower. 2 more, lift. And lower. Think about your core. Don't let it just go saggy and floppy to the floor. And lower. We do 3 knees to nose. So rounding, tapping in. Don't worry so much about your knee actually touching your nose. Just make sure you're squeezing your core nice and tight. Kick back behind you. Knee to nose, round and tap. Squeeze your core and kick back behind you. 1 more. Round in, kick back, and then take your toes to the floor exactly as they are, making sure they're on the mat. If you need to wiggle yourself forwards, of course do. As we inhale, we'll rock forwards. As you exhale, pressing back, driving that back heel down. I trained legs yesterday, so my calves are super tight, so I really am in need of this stretch. Inhale to rock forwards. Exhale, pressing back. One more. Forwards and press back. From here, coming back forwards, I want you to turn your right toes off of your mat so they're slightly at an angle. Left toes pivot down to the floor, and we're lifting the left arm to the sky. So we're in our supported side plank. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Squeeze your hips forwards. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, reach that top arm up and over. Bicep parallel to the ear. Keep squeezing your hips forward. Should be a really nice stretch through the entire left side of the body. Slowly rolling that left hand to the floor, pivot high on the back toes, and take your right foot behind your right knee again. Making sure we've got stability through the back toes, palms nice and flat, and as we inhale, squeeze our right knee into our chest. Squeeze up, hips don't move. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. One more. Lift. Hold and squeeze, one more breath. And then as we inhale, kick all the way up to the sky, three-legged down dog. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, right toes coming down. Look forwards, take a big step forwards, right toes, left toes. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to refold. And as you inhale, sweep all the way up to the sky, reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Folding straight back down. Palms down to the floor, fingertips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant down, stepping back into high plank, upper push-up. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Lowering knees, let's go all the way down, lifting the chest. And as you exhale, tuck toes, press back to downward facing dog. Hips up high. Staying here for 3 breaths. So if you want to take any pedals, any wiggles, hip sways, anything you want today. As always, your practice is your time to feel what feels good for you. Not to look around you and see what other people are doing or what I'm doing. You do you. It's my favorite expression, that. And then slowly rolling all the way down onto knees, coming into tabletop position, and we're going to move to the other side. So kicking your right leg back behind you, nice and strong, flexing your foot. As you inhale, lift your leg as high as you can without moving your core or your tailbone. And then as you exhale, little lower. Inhale, lift, squeeze. Exhale, lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. Inhale to lift. Squeeze the bottom of your glute, top of your glute, and lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Good. 3 knees to nose. Core, knee to nose. Squeeze your belly button up to your spine and kick back. Knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Last one. Exhale, knee to nose. And kick back behind you. Toes come to the floor exactly where they are. And then as you inhale, rock forwards. Exhale, press your weight back. Drive that back heel down. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Good. Forwards and back. Nice. And then as you come forwards, left toes turn off of the mat, pivot the right heel and toes down, and we're stretching our right arm up to the sky. Supported side plank. Squeeze your hips forwards. Make sure that left shoulder is well out of your ear, so there's a lot of space going on around here. Nice strong shoulder, strong arm. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, reach your top arm over, pivoting your chest slightly to the sky. Nice long stretch all the way from your foot to your hand. And then slowly rolling that right hand to the floor. Pivot everything to face forwards. And then we're going to be really strong through the 3 points of contact, hands and back foot. As we inhale, left knee lifts. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Not all your weight goes down. Inhale, lift, hold and squeeze. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And as we inhale, kick all the way up to the sky. Nice. Taking one more breath here. And then slowly, slowly dropping those left toes down. Looking forwards, taking a big step forwards. Left toes, right toes. Inhale, halfway lift. And as we exhale, rolling all the way up to standing, sweep up overhead. Exhale, coming straight back down, forward fold. Stepping back into your high plank, either taking a full chaturanga, or if you need to take knees again, please do. Lowering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Take a breath in, lifting the left toes. And as we exhale, big step forwards between your hands, drop your back knee down, untuck the back toes, and we lift up into our low lunge. Take a breath in. Breathing out, right hand comes down inside your foot, left arm stays open to the sky for a twist. Breathing in. As you breathe out, straightening through the front leg, grabbing a hold of the outside edge of your foot. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, straighten, half split, grab the outside edge of your foot. If your knee can't straighten all the way or your leg can't straighten all the way, it does not matter. One more, inhale, lift, open. And exhale, grab, and we'll hold for a breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice, back to that twist. Exhale, left hand down to the floor. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, little crawl forwards with your fingers, kicking your right leg up to the sky. Nose diving down towards the floor. Take a breath in, keep driving that back leg up. And as we exhale, we're going to cross our right leg behind our left leg, taking a cross leg fold. Walking hands over to the left hand side. If you can, keeping both feet flat. If you can't, left heel can lift just slightly. Two more breaths. Good. Slowly walking hands back to center. Weight into fingertips. We're lifting our right leg back up to the sky. Taking the most controlled step to the back of our mat we can. Palms plant down, kick your left leg all the way up to the sky, three-legged dog. Breathe in. As we breathe out, left knee to left elbow, tap. Inhale up to the sky, left knee to right elbow, tap. Inhale, sky, tiger pose, knee to nose, squeeze forwards. Inhale, sky. Look forwards, and we're going to take our left knee to our left wrist, pigeon pose, slide the right leg back behind you. Taking a moment, getting into position, lifting onto fingertips, little back bend, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, slowly lowering down onto forearms, maybe even all the way down flat. And instead of just taking a passive pigeon today, I really want you to focus on drawing the hips down towards the floor. Try and really press your hips down. So it takes it away from just like kind of flopping down to really pressing your weight down into the floor. Two more breaths. Nice. Slowly tucking the back toes under, lifting up if you've lowered. We're going to lift our back knee away from the floor, kick our left leg all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, left toes down, switching to the other side, right toes lift, Looking forwards, big step forwards between your hands. Drop the back knee down. As you inhale, lifting up into your low lunge. Take a breath in. Deep breath out. Good. One more inhale. As you exhale, left hand down, right arm lifting to the sky for a twist. Breathing it in. And as you breathe out, reaching your front arm forwards, grabbing the outside edge of your foot. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, circle it forwards, grabbing the outside edge of your foot. Don't let your ego lead here. If your leg has to be bent still in the half splits, that's fine. Right arm up to the sky. Last one, we hold for a breath. Big breath in. Deep breath out. Good. And then coming back open to your twist. Exhale, right hand down to the floor. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Walk your fingertips forwards. Lift the left leg up to the sky. Standing splits. Don't let the left hip open like so. Keep your hips square and work from there. Breathing in. Breathing out. Taking your left leg behind the right, crossing your feet at the top of the mat for our cross leg fold. We're going to walk hands over to the right hand side. Keeping your heels flat if you can. Good. One more breath. Slowly walk back to center. Kick your left leg up to the sky and take the slowest step back you possibly can. Plant your hands and kick your right leg up to the sky. Coming for our core, right knee to right elbow, tap. Inhale, sky. Right knee to left elbow, cross the body, tap. Up to the sky, don't rush it. Right knee to nose. Squeeze tiger pose. Inhale up to the sky. Looking forwards. We're going to send our right knee to our right wrist. Drop our shin forwards. Coming into pigeon. Taking a breath in. Lifting onto fingertips. Little bit of a back bend. Opening up. As we exhale, coming down onto forearms or all the way down flat. And we're working it in a really active way today. So not just sitting here passively, we're trying to draw the back leg back, hips down to the floor. Imagine like that space is actually going to touch the floor evenly. So we're not sitting on the right bum cheek, we're trying to slide away from each other, drive the hips down. Good. Couple more breaths. Nice. And then when you're ready, hands walking back towards you, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee and kick that right leg all the way up to the sky. Right toes coming down, looking forwards, and we're going to tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat. Lifting halfway, really try and flatten the back, hips over heels so you're not leaning too far back. Slowly lower. And as we inhale, rolling all the way up to standing, sweep up overhead. And as you exhale, opening your arms to your sides for mountain pose, Tadasana. Just taking a moment here. Closing off the eyes, resetting, roll your shoulders down your back. When you feel ready, just slowly starting to blink open the eyes. Find a still spot in front of you. We're going to fix our gaze there, our drishti. Weight into the left foot, and I want you to lift your right knee in towards your chest. Making sure you're not leaning back or leaning forwards. Take a breath in. And out. Letting your heel come up, knee come out. Really trying to drive your right heel up, so you're rotating through the hip joint. And then we're going to come to a standing figure of 4. So I want you to place that ankle above your knee and start to reach forward, sit back. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, maybe taking hands to heart center. If you can, dropping one elbow to your foot, one elbow to your knee. Keep sitting back. Keep the chest lifted, back straight. One more breath. As you inhale, lifting the chest, drive through the standing leg, right knee in. We're going to kick back behind us, warrior 3. Keep the chest lifted. Find that glute squeeze you found right at the beginning of your practice. As you inhale, right knee into chest. Exhale, kicking back behind you, warrior 3. Find that glute strength. And then as slowly as you can, stepping to the back of the mat into crescent lunge, reaching up overhead. And as you exhale, hands coming onto the hips, keeping a nice strong bend through the front knee. And then we're going to try and drive that back heel down, keeping hips square. So you should be able to feel your hip bones pointing forwards. Deep breath in. Making sure your foot stays facing forwards, it's not angling out to the sides. As we inhale, everything lifts, so back heel lifts, high onto the back toes, arms up overhead, and as you exhale, opening up into your warrior 2. Just adjusting your feet as you need to. Taking a breath in, exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, we reach forwards, flip, reverse your warrior. Grabbing the back thigh, making sure that left knee doesn't cave in. Keep it out. As you exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh, reaching the top arm up and over. Squeeze and tuck the hips under. As we inhale, back to our warrior 2. Hands cartwheel down, framing the front foot. From here, right knee is going to lift into the chest, so almost like a standing flamingo, right knee into chest. Then I want you to squeeze your knees together, look forward and see if you can come all the way up to standing. One-legged standing, right knee into chest. Holding. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Slowly lowering the right foot down. And give the left leg a little bit of a shake. Amazing. Coming to the other side. Weight into your right foot. Find your drishti, that still spot in front of you. By the way, drishti in Sanskrit means gaze. It means like your focus of where you're looking at. So if you didn't know that, you learned something new today. Weight into your right foot. Left knee's lifting. Finding your stability. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. As you inhale, start to turn your foot in, knee out, working that active range of movement through the hip joint. Slowly placing your ankle above your knee and start to sit back into your standing figure of 4. Exhale, hands coming to heart center. And if you can, maybe one elbow drops to the knee, one elbow to the foot, making sure you're keeping that chest lifted. Sitting back. One more breath. As you inhale, drive through the standing leg, left knee comes up. Warrior 3, we're kicking back behind us, keeping the chest lifted. Find that glute strength. Inhale, standing, one-legged. Exhale, last warrior 3, kick back, stick with it, you've got it. Doesn't matter how many times you fall. And then gently, as slowly as you can, control it down. Crescent lunge, yes, reaching up overhead. And as you exhale, hands coming onto hips, tucking the tailbone under, sinking that back heel down. Breathing in. Exhale, driving the back heel down. Good. One more breath. As we inhale, back heel lifts, arms up overhead, and as you exhale, opening up into Warrior Two. Front heel should be aligned with the back arch. Nice strong arms, strong bend through the front leg. As we inhale, reach forwards, flip, and reverse. Don't lose that bend through the front knee. Breathing in and out. Forearm to thigh, side angle, left arm reaches up and over. Really strong, stick with it. Front leg's probably burning by now. It is for me anyway. As we inhale, Warrior Two. Hands cartwheel down, frame the front foot, look forwards, left knee to right knee, tuck it up, look forwards, lifting all the way up to standing, left knee into chest. And as you exhale, dropping the left foot down. Give your right leg a shake. Amazing. Just taking a moment here. We're going to let our feet come a little bit wider. Toes out, heels in. Reach up overhead. And as you exhale, hands coming through heart center, come all the way down into your Yogi squat Malasana. Knees out, making sure you're squeezing your glutes. So let me face you. So if I were to remove my arms or my elbows from my knees would stay in the same place because I'm using my glutes to open up the hips. This is just an extra little bit of something. So don't be lazy here. Squeeze your bum. Amazing. And then as you inhale, driving up, come all the way to standing. Squeeze your hips forwards. And then come to a neutral standing position. Keep your feet as they are. We're going to do 10 lifts for our calves. So as you inhale, lift up onto tiptoes. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. 4 and down. 5, sometimes I like to do this with my arms because it makes me feel like a ballerina. 7 and down. 8. Good. 2 more. Lift and down. Last one. Lift and down. And we're coming all the way down into our Yogi squat again. Knees out. Squeeze your bum. Control it down. Yes. Good. 2 more breaths. Nice. And then gently letting knees slightly fall towards each other. Hands can come behind you if you need to. And sit down onto your bum. Feet on the floor, knees to the sky. Take a moment, hands underneath the knees. We're going to lift the chest. Lean back, cores engaged. Lift the toes. Breathing in and out. If you feel like you could release your hands, please do. 1 more breath. And then we're going to extend our left leg, take it to the floor, right foot to the floor, and let your knee fall out to the side. So the sole of your foot should be inside the left thigh, left foot flex. Take a breath in, reach up. And as you exhale, folding over that front leg, grabbing a hold of your foot, trying to keep a nice flat back. And then we're going to move from here. So right arm's coming in line with that right bum cheek behind you. Left arm reaches up and back. Squeeze your hips forward. Reach back behind you. Nice big back bend. And then slowly dropping your hips back down. Left hand leads you back to your foot. Nice. Take a deep breath in and out. Good. Slowly rolling Up to seated, right knee lifts, step it over, we'll sweep back overhead. And as you exhale, twisting to your right, hug your left knee, right fingertips coming behind you. Trying to twist through the upper body, not just the lower back twisting like this. I don't know if you can see that, but you want your whole upper body to twist with you. One more breath. Good. Slowly coming back to center. Unhook your leg. Extend it out long. Give your legs a shake. And we'll come to the other side. So left sole of the foot inside your right leg. Right foot stays flexed. Reaching up overhead. And as you exhale, folding, grabbing a hold of your foot. Keep reaching the chest forwards. One more breath and then we move. Good. Left arm leading. Left hand comes behind your left hip. Reach up and back. Right foot's flattening. Squeezing your hips up to the sky. Arm reaching back behind you. Slowly lower down. Bum comes down. Reaching back forwards, grabbing a hold of your foot. Just one more breath. Good. And then slowly rolling up, left foot up. Let me move back onto my mat. We're stepping over, reaching up. And as you exhale, twist. Same thing, focusing on twisting the upper body. So hopefully you can see better now. I'm not just dumping and twisting through my lower back, like so. Chest is lifted, body's lifted. I'm holding onto this knee pretty tight. And I'm trying to twist through my upper body. 2 more breaths. Last one. Good. Slowly back through center. Unhook. Both legs out long. Give them a shake. And then we're going to come all the way down to lying onto our backs. Just taking your time to get there. Giving your knees a little squeeze in towards you, maybe even a slight rock from side to side. And just to finish, we're going to take feet to the floor, cross our right thigh on top of our left thigh. If you can, taking full eagle leg, so it's like a double twist, hooking your foot around the back of your calf, arms to a T, and we let our knees fall over to the left-hand side. Staying with the breath, even though it might feel a bit tighter to breathe now. Trying to keep that right shoulder rooted down onto the floor. Sending the breath to the side of the body, that right side where it might feel particularly tight. Just a few more breaths here. And slowly lifting back up to center. Unhook your legs. Make sure hips are back in the center and we go other side. So left thigh over right. If you can, wrap around the back and then drop your knees over to the right hand side. Now if the back of your shoulder is lifting or rising, you're going to work with the breath to get it down. So we'll take a big breath in. And as you exhale, try to lower. Inhale. And lower. 2 more like that. Breathe in. Exhale. Lower down. 1 more. Nice. Slowly coming back to center. Unhook your legs. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest and take any last minute wiggles or shapes or movements you want to take. And then letting legs come all the way out long to the floor. Hands by your sides, palms facing up. And just taking a moment to find your stillness again. feeling that rush of clear energy that you've created in your body by moving, making space, showing yourself a little bit more love. And then when you feel ready, just gently starting to wiggle into fingers, wiggle into toes. Taking time to slowly, slowly lift yourself up to a cross leg at the top of the mat, keeping eyes closed if you can. Hands onto knees. And then just taking one hand back onto the lower belly, one hand onto the chest space. And again, applying a little bit of pressure onto that chest space and seeing if we can come back to our belly breath. Deep belly breath in. Big breath out. Maybe noticing if it feels slightly easier now to breathe into that belly space. And then just gently taking hands to heart center, pressing thumbs into your heart space and coming back to that one word that clearly and intuitively came to you at the start of your practice. Seeing if you can keep that with you for the rest of the day or even the rest of the week. Keep coming back to it. Write it in a notepad, write it on your phone, make it a screensaver. Just keeping that with you. And then gently bowing the head, bowing the chest. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to practice with me today. I hope you enjoyed this juicy little flow. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, check out, there's lots of other videos and series on my channel, and I hope to see you back here very, very soon. Mwah.